Okay, this is quiz number 3, problem number 3, the blue form. So I want to use the limit definition, otherwise known as the formal definition, to find the derivative of negative x squared plus 2x minus 1. So this should start to look familiar. This is the same function I've used for the last two problems. Alright, so I want to use the limit definition. So I already know the derivative, not using the limit definition. I know I've got some power rules I can use. This should come out as negative 2x plus x. Right? Derivative of the constant is 0. Derivative of 2x gives me just 2. Derivative of negative x squared, well, bring the 2 down, reduce the power to 1, you get negative 2x. So if you recognize that and you just found the derivative, great, there's 1 point, but I asked for a specific way to find it. So we need to take the limit as h approaches 0, f of x plus h minus f of x over h. Okay, so in this case, this will be the limit as h approaches 0. F of x plus h will be negative x plus h squared plus 2x plus h minus 1. Minus f of x, well, that's just negative x squared plus 2x minus 1. All over h. Okay? So now, let's simplify this top and see what we get. It's equal to the limit as h approaches 0 of, well, let's see, negative x plus h squared. I'll end up with negative, well, x plus h squared. I'm going to get an x squared. I'm going to get a 2xh, and I'm going to get an h squared. I've got this negative in front, so I'm going to make them all negative. Alright, so this is x squared plus 2xh plus h squared. Make it negative. There it is. Alright, from that I'm going to add this 2x to h. 2h. Okay, I've got minus 1 over here. Alright, so there's the first part. Now the second part, well, I just have to distribute this negative to each part. Right. So over here I should get minus negative x squared is plus x squared, minus 2x, then minus negative 1 is plus 1. All over h. Okay. Well, here some things should start canceling out. So I'm going to see here's plus 1, here's minus 1, here's minus 2x, here's plus 2x, and here's plus x squared, here's minus x squared. So double check, I've got minus 2xh minus h squared plus 2h. Nothing else is going to cancel on the top. So I'm left with the limit as h approaches 0 of negative 2xh minus h squared plus 2h all over h. I want to get this h out of the denominator, so it would be nice if it canceled with an h on top. And it does. But first I'm going to pull it out. So I factor out an h from each of these three terms. I get negative 2x minus h plus 2 all over h. Those cancel. I'm left with the limit as h approaches 0 of negative 2x minus h plus 2. Well, now this, as h approaches 0, well, I'm just going to be left with negative 2x plus 2. So that should be my answer. And, again, from what we know from the power rule, that is in fact exactly what we get. Negative 2x plus, oops, did I say x up here? That should have been a 2 up here. Negative 2x plus 2.